Tēārs as Søldīērs molested and brutalized pregnant female vendor seller and shot sporadically at the readers. Søldīērs has no respect. No respect for human. They don't want to know you. They don't want to respect you. They don't want to know your condition. They don't want to know what you represent. All they are after is the action and duty assigned to them. It is crazy. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. This is why we say that this administration has gone haywire. A pregnant vendor dealer. You are, if not for anything, at least, for the fact that she is pregnant, you still went on to molest her. You still went on to molest her. Okay, in this very broadcast, my viewers, it was reported that the woman happens to be the wife of the vendor seller. The husband wasn't around, so the wife decided to take care of the store in the absence of the husband. Only for Søldīērs to come there and start harassing her. They did not only harass her, they molested her and brutalized her. And the readers, those that have come to read the newspaper on that day, were shot sporadically. A lot of them sustained injuries. Plenty of them. So can you tell me that what the Søldīērs have just done is right? Can you tell me that the Søldīērs have just taken a good move? No. What they have just done is wrong. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. This is why we are saying that our Søldīērs are already losing their respect and control for the youth. The youth no longer respect them. The youth now exchange gun battle with them. See what they did to them in Aba. They dare not challenge Aba boys anymore. Because of the Søldīērs, Aba boys have gone extra mile. They have gone extra mile. They now do what they like. They're no longer afraid of the Søldīērs. Anything they want to do, that they can do. That's what the Aba boys are out for now. The Søldīērs caused it. They turned them to hooligans. That's what they turned them to. My dear viewers, this is absolutely wickedness to the highest level. Absolutely wickedness. This shows that this administration has no respect for human. I'm not surprised when the president have said it, that soldiers should shoot at sight. So they're already shooting at sight. They're already shooting at sight. Killing innocent people, pregnant women, widows, is the shooting at sight. Abi? This very incident is happening in Imo again. No day that we won't get any strange reports in Imo. No day. I've never seen. Imo has always been this tough, rough, and disturbing on daily basis. I wonder when all these are going to stop in Imo. The problem in Imo is too high. It's too high. And if nothing is done, I'm afraid. All right, let's quickly read to see the real information. As the dust of a businessman killed in Imo by Søldīērs on checkpoint is about subsiding, a newspaper vendor identified as Chioma and some readers who gathered at the Texaco junction point when newspapers are sold have also been shot and wounded by trigger. An eyewitness who disclosed this to our correspondent said that trouble began when another newspaper vendor named withheld was confronted by the Søldīērs at Texaco Junction, Olo, while selling newspapers. According to source, the Søldīērs approached the female vendor, who is heavily pregnant, and inquired who was in charge of the newspaper. But before she could tell them that her husband, who is in charge of the Telegraph newspaper, Chukwuzugo, owns the stand, she was said to have been molested before eventually arrested her husband, who later showed up. As at the time of this report, the circulation representative of the newspaper house is still being held by the Søldīērs, while his pregnant wife, who was later released, is battling for her life in one of the hospitals in Olo. Meanwhile, the vendor and his wife were not alone in the ill treatment by the military men on checkpoint. At least 15 people who were reading and analyzing the security situation in the state, including another female vendor, were hit by the stray bullets of the trigger-happy soldier. I can tell you that over 15 people were wounded in the sporadic shooting by the military men at Texaco Junction today. A lady vendor was shot and wounded, and she is presently receiving treatment in the hospital. Many other people were wounded in the early morning incident, the source said. We will continue to have problems if our leaders refuse to do the right thing. We'll continue to have problem. And this is what our leaders, the reasonable ones, are talking about. This is what they are crying out, saying that leave the people alone and go after the bandits. The soldiers you are sending, use them for the bandits. Look at what you people did in Olo. The attitude you put up in Olo, if you can put up that attitude in Sambisa, I know what you would have been able to achieve. I know what you would have been able to achieve. But you left it and start going after the innocent people. Can you please tell me, what has this newspaper dealer done to deserve police attack? What has he done to deserve it? This is crazy. Our soldiers are now working with wrong impression. They are not working with wrong impression. And it's completely wrong. I know they are working based on the instruction of their superior, but it is a wrong impression. A very wrong impression. They don't want people to know the truth. That is why they are chasing them away from reading the newspaper. So please, let's hear from you and know what you have to say about this. If you're new on this channel, click on the red subscribe button as well as the bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.